I want to know why I feel sexual and yet can't have sex. I'm fixing to go through my reconstruction surgery, and my husband of 32 years has been beside me every step of the way. And yet I'm embarrassed to have sex, and I miss the most important part of our love. I know he does too, and he said as soon as I'm ready. He's a wonderful person, and I want to make love to him, but what's holding me back?
Wow, powerful question, and I'm confident, Lisa, that it's not unique. And I'm going to ask you to comment on this in a few minutes since you've lived through this. But we do have as a resource to breast cancer answers Dr. Michael Kreichman. On our homepage, there's an area to click to get a PDF from him. He's located not far away from me here in the Newport Beach, California area, and he has a website, and you can also submit, I think, directly to Dr. Kreichman. But let me give you sort of my spin on this as a breast surgeon and a person who's been focused on this for now 28 years. And as I said, Lisa, in a couple of minutes, I want you to comment as well. Um, Part of this, I think, is feeling I'm not good enough. That because my one breast or both breasts have been operated upon, I'm not feeling whole. Hopefully for Virginia, this will get better after she's completed her reconstruction. And that if I'm not whole, I don't feel good enough about myself. That may be one of the aspects of it. Another aspect of it are things that Dr. Kreichman can be helpful for, and that is that with chemotherapy, with other things, you end up with vaginal dryness. There are very safe lubricants that can be used. There are a variety of things that can help with the mechanics of making love. But it sounds to me like this lady's issue is more, I'm not whole. I feel sexual, but I don't feel good enough for my husband. And yet, obviously, Lisa, this lady has an incredibly loving husband because he said, don't worry, I'm going to be there for you. And so it could be that taking baby steps here and becoming intimate again is the way to go. But I would encourage Virginia to trust her husband that he loves her deeply, and no matter how she may feel inadequate, he probably doesn't perceive her that way. But I'm going to throw the ball back to you as somebody who's probably a better expert at this than I am since you've lived with this.
Oh gosh, well, all I can say to Virginia is, like you said, Dr. Harness, is that I'm sat in her shoes. Sometimes I'm still sitting in her shoes, and it's very painful and very sensitive what she's written here, and she feels broken. And how many times did you hear me say to you, it's like, I just want to be me again. How many times did I tell you that? I'm like, I just want to be me again. If it was my hair or the reconstruction or when's this going to stop? And I know that it takes time. And all I could tell Virginia, if you're watching, is, like you said, baby steps. And you have to love yourself before someone can love you. I mean, I know that sounds so cliche. I know we've heard it so many times before. And it sounds like her husband is there by her side. He's just not one of these jerks that just up and ran off, and because he was afraid or couldn't face what was about to happen. But, baby steps, go on that date night, enjoy each other's company. And hopefully if the timing is right and if she still feels inadequate, you can always turn the lights off. So, and trust me, it'll all come back, but you have to give it some time. And when she's ready, and it may take even a little bit longer, then it should all work out. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic, Lisa. The other thing that I would suggest is don't make the goal here a full all-out intercourse.
Mhm.
Make the goal of playing together, touching each other, knowing that it's okay, being playful, and the rest will flow. But I would encourage Virginia to look up Dr. Michael Kreichman's PDF that we have at Breast Cancer Answers. Contact him directly. I know Mike has written a couple books on this subject, but I think we've covered this pretty well for Virginia.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jay Harness, and I want to share with you important information that I believe that every newly diagnosed patient with breast cancer needs to know.
I'm a breast cancer survivor.
I am a breast cancer survivor.
I am a breast cancer survivor.
And I want every woman to know
About personalized breast cancer treatment
and the genomic test.
A test that helps guide a woman and her doctor
to the best treatment options for her.
Pass it on.